Hey, it's Anthony with Land Title here, and I'm going to bring you the City of Denver local insights for April of 2021. One of the most talked about markets in the entire country right now is the City of Denver because our real estate market is booming so much. And where you can really see this is just how little supply of inventory there is on the market. In April, we only had 383 homes on the market, and thank goodness that's up from where it was in February and March because there are so many buyers that want to buy here and they're competing so desperately for this market. One thing you can really see is just how high the turnover and velocity is. This void here between the actives, the under contracts, and the solds is one of the highest I've seen. We did see a dip in under contracts just a little bit, but it's really due to a lack of supply. The number of solds are still skyrocketing and through the roof. But who would have ever believed that Denver right now would be sitting around 750,000 as the average sales price? That's a pretty realized sales price, but here's a couple of concerns. We have a really active luxury market. We don't really have enough coming on in affordable price points. So that being said, that might be a little bit of a false sense of hope if your home sits around the average a little bit. One other thing that I wanted to talk about real quick is just keep in mind these year over year numbers right here are going to suffer because the stay-at-home order was in place last year in April. So these numbers don't really accurately represent what's going on this year versus last year. So kind of ignore those. If you go into the average sales price, you can really just see Denver's been appreciating at a really good pace and a very healthy real estate market for a long time. And that has done nothing but skyrocket ever since, basically the beginning of 2020. You can really see here just how much this is a kind of an unsustainable growth style market. But the real problem is that we can't build our way out of this situation. It's a hugely desirable place to live, and there's just no inventory. So as long as there's no inventory, prices will do nothing but rise. Now, if you look over here towards the sold units, you can really see the seasonality coming back to a norm in the marketplace. So we normally see increasing listings coming on the market in the springtime and into the summer. So we will probably peak or plateau above where we were in July of last year because there is an appetite to actually sell homes right now and move. Last year people might have been a little more afraid of that, but with everything wrapping up with COVID, you definitely don't see the voids like we saw when we were in the shutdown. So this is a really good sign for a healthy real estate market going forward. We're up 25% year over year in sales. That is something that I don't think anybody could have predicted. And it's one of the highest in the market. Now, if we look over here at the month supply of inventory, this is one where you can really see sitting at about half a month of inventory means if nothing else came on the market in 2 weeks, we'd be completely out of houses to sell. So there's always an inflow of new listings coming on the market. And this time of year, hopefully that continues to increase. We would really like to see these numbers climb a little bit because it's just too competitive and too hot of a market for people to really deal with the buying and selling process, right? So many people are having to bring so much money to the closing table to make it happen. And as inventory levels rise, that's definitely going to cool down. So that is the hope coming towards that June, July time period. So right now is an excellent time to list your home because you definitely get top dollar for it. And you can see here in the days on market, our average days on market have now hit 9 being the average. So most homes are going under contract that first period of time when you put it on the market. And what you can see is that this has gotten more, this was more like a plateau last year. This year, we're seeing way more normal seasonal buying behavior. So lots and lots of buyers active right now, not enough houses for sale. And that's driving that super far down, which creates this huge, vast, bidding war concepts. And it really drives appreciation through the roof. We're seeing some of that we've never seen in years past. If you have any questions, you have any more concerns, you want to reach out to me, happy to do so. I'm Anthony at Land Title and hope to catch you soon.